So at long last, I've managed to put a solar power video together. It must be going on about 3 or 4 years now. I've been telling you that I will be putting a video together, and at long last, it's happened, guys. I'm going to tell you straight from the beginning, guys, it's a long video, but it's for the people that want to know a bit more about solar power, what you get, what's involved, then please watch the video. But anyway, I've got to thank Ray, because I was out a couple of weeks ago and I was doing another video. Ray approached me and he knew that I've been after somebody with solar power, and he said, have a look at my place, Sean. So I've got to thank Ray for his time. I think I was there for 2 or 3 hours, and Ray has got 21 solar panels, and I was amazed how it all works. And he showed me all the panels. I can't show you all the panels, guys, because some of the panels are on the side of the building, and I must say, when you're looking from the road, it's not in your face. It's got panels obviously on the roof, but they're it's got a Neptuno, but it does look nice, I must say. But anyway, I'll tell you the price now. It cost him 14 grand. Now we'll go into more depth what's involved in that, because he's got batteries as well, and the batteries are probably the most expensive. Panels don't cost so much, you'd be surprised. Anyway, I just thought I'll just start off the intro. Now, the other thing was, I was going to meet the guy that actually installed it, because I think he did a fantastic job. He does advertise. Now, when you're watching the video, you will see the name of his company and the telephone number. And if you're interested and you think he's done I think he's done a fantastic job, give him a ring and he can give you a price. Because obviously, it's the other thing about all this, it will differ from what you want. I didn't realise that you could have just panels, no batteries, and just use the sun when you need it. But if you wanted to, you know, if you got a lot more stuff, now Ray's got a lot of stuff. I'm talking about aircon machines, fridges, freezers. He's got a basement as well, so he's going to be generating a lot more power. And obviously, the other side of all this, guys, just because it's sunny here in Spain, we do get cloudy days, and it's those cloudy days that does affect the electric slightly. So, should we get on with it? Hopefully, you'll find this pretty interesting. I thought what I'll do, we're going to start off in the control room, as I call it, because there's a lot to it. It's not just a matter of a solar panel and a wire connected to the battery and that's it. So Ray's going to tell me what it's what it's all about, Ray. So should we start from the left?
Yep. Obviously we've got the junction boxes, so we've got a power feed in from the panels upstairs. There's 2 actually, because I had extra panels fitted.
Right, so these obviously,
yeah, they're just
going up to the panels.
That's all there is coming from the panels off the roof. Yeah. And they come in, they go to the inverters. Now, because I had
so this box here then,
this is an inverter.
Right.
And that's an inverter for the extra panels I had.
Right.
And then this is the power cabling, and obviously another junction box for safety. Now,
right. So this big box here then?
Yeah, this is 3 batteries.
Right, so this is the battery container box.
And then you have to have this unit as well. So you buy, you can have 1, 2, 3, and then this is like the safety unit that regulates everything, so you get your batteries. You can see on the front it's charging, but because we've had 2 crap days of weather, then the batteries are not full at the minute, and I'm using as well.
Right, so that flashing light, obviously it's not like full power, it's just...
No, that'll go all the way around when it's full. We have a Wi-Fi dongle as well, so it's all wireless. I can see what we're using, when we're using it. It's not instant, but within a minute, if you turned a kettle on, for example,
Yeah.
you'd see the spike in the electricity being used, and then when you turn it off a couple of minutes later, it's only a couple of minutes, then you can see it drop away. But that's basically, each one of these is 2.5 kilowatt
Right.
batteries, and you can have as many of these.
So with the batteries, then obviously it's to store the power in it for later on. Say for instance.
Yeah, these store the power in the battery.
Yeah.
So at night time when the sun's not shining, we've still got electricity. We're not.
Yeah.
You know, we're still not getting it.
And that's running obviously your refrigerators, your aircon, television, cooking, everything. Yeah. And I mean, what you're seeing here, guys, obviously all the stuff that Ray's got is by Hawaii. That doesn't mean it's the electric company. Ray still uses an umbrella, and he has an app. And on the app, he can control. I'm right in thinking you can control the usage.
Not control the usage, but you can see, you know, what you're using, when you're using it. You can see how much power you're generating at a given time, how much you've generated in a day, how much you've generated in a month. If you set the app up correctly, you can, you know, work out a costing system so you can see how much you're getting back from, because we have a thing called a solar cloud as well. Yeah,
this is the good thing, because before with the Spanish government, you didn't get anything back if you put back into the system, but now you do, don't you?
Yeah, any exit. So we'll fill the battery. It'll be 100% usually on a sunny day by 2 o'clock. That's if we've, you know, especially now we've had the aircon all night.
Yeah.
Watching TV in the evenings. I have 4, 5, maybe 6 fridges, freezers on permanently. There's a hot tub on that feeds the swimming pool pump. Basically everything we use, electrically wise. And then once the battery's full, we still use the power that's being generated by the solar panels while the battery's full.
Yeah.
And any excess goes back to Iberdrola into a solar cloud. So it's basically a virtual battery where we store excess electricity.
So on the other side of it, because I didn't realise you could have just solar panels and no batteries, but looking at this now it's not a completely cloudy day, but you've only got one light flashing.
Yeah, but at the moment the hot tub's on.
Right. Is that what's drawing the power?
Pool pumps on. The dolphin pool cleaners on.
Yeah.
So it's drawing power. I think my wife's got the dishwasher on.
Yeah.
She'll probably have the washing machine on as well.
Right.
And you know, we have like a fast boil kettle. So that uses nearly 5 kilowatts when you turn it on. So it's a big drain.
Right.
But we don't get any outage spikes. You know, like the house is rated, I think, for 5 kilowatts. Most houses in Spain are rated for that, unless you pay extra to. In UK, I think you get over 20, perhaps even 40. I'm not sure, but over 20 kilowatts of electricity is allowed to you. So you can have your power drills on. You can have everything, and then it doesn't trip your electricity. But here, if you have a dish,
well, mine's always tripping.
Well, that's because you only get 5 kilowatts allowed to you at any one time. If you want more, you have to step up to the next one.
Well, that's probably what's going on in our place then, because mine lately it's been tripping, and because we got a basement and we got stuff going on down in the basement. And I know the builders did say to us that obviously because if you're generating using more power, you're going to have another fuse box. But he said by doing that, it's going to be
extra. The lad who fitted this, he actually put new cables to the meter outside as well. Right. Because it was going to generate more electricity. Right. But I'm still on. I'm on the Iberdrola night power. I can't think what it's called now, but it's the night
tariff.
Yeah, the night tariff. So
Yeah.
so you know.
I'm on an all day one. We just changed ours recently because.
Yes, and it went up then.
Yeah, it went up. So we, she's got us on the cheapest one. Thankfully, it is, but nothing like yours, obviously. But
Yeah, well, I'm on the night one, so then if you put your washing machine on at night, you paid a lower tariff than you did between 8 and 6 in the day.
Yeah.
But now, well, to be honest, our electricity bill is literally nothing. We just pay the Iberdrola white goods insurance.
Yeah.
And
just like the standing charge, isn't it?
The in June, the electricity bill for us was €14.
Right.
In July, it was €13, and that's the bill. That's not.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that is it.
That's it.
August, and we'd had family over as well.
Yeah.
So on 3 occasions during them 2 months, so they were using extra electricity, extra showers. To be honest, this water bill far outstrips our electricity bill now.
Right.
And it's here, it's out the way.
Yeah.
I put some insulation in here just because
It gets
I
hot.
did downstairs and I've got excess.
Right.
But I've put it in, they fit it all. You can't even see, really, where anything goes. All the panels are on this roof.
All right. Okay. So what? So you're on about this stuff?
No, that's
right.
just where I put a bigger door in because it was getting
I can see the
older.
roll there.
Yeah. I've just put it down there just as a bit of sound deadening and insulation, because obviously these houses don't have any insulation, do they?
No.
But that
Brick, isn't it?
yeah, that's it basically. It's
Yeah, because it's getting hot in here now, Ray.
yeah, I know. I'm getting a bit warm myself. These are individual batteries, so you can have 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. You need this unit on top.
Yeah.
Because that's your voltage safety thing. So
would you get a warning? I mean, obviously they're still quite new, but would you get a warning, say one of those batteries?
well, the Huawei ones,
Yeah.
they have a built-in safety feature.
Right.
So if anything goes wrong with them,
Yeah.
they do cut out.
And you know about it. Wouldn't you? Yeah.
Well, you won't be generating any solar anyway.
No.
Like I say, it's it goes through to the lad who fitted it as well as the administrator.
All right. Yeah.
Wirelessly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have an app wirelessly for it where I can see, and we can have a look at that.
Yeah.
Downstairs. The lad who fitted it did everything completely. I didn't do anything at all, and then I think after he did the licenses with Iberdrola.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other side of all this, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've still got a license.
Yeah.
It's
He
all
did
got
all
to be
that.
done properly,
The only thing was, I think, for it to get taken on by Iberdrola,
Yeah.
we had to wait 3 weeks, a month for them to come out and just do a bit of jiggery pokery in the box outside, and then we were on it. But
Right. We're in.
right, the blue one's the app for the solar, Fusion Solar. So
Right.
now,
So the Fusion, is that to do
it's
what?
just the app name. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's, so that's what we're producing at this very moment in time. 5.64 kilowatts.
Right. Yeah. And obviously the diagram there, I can see where it's like a little green line.
And it's self-explanatory. That there's 3.9 kilowatts going to the battery.
Yeah.
The battery's at 19% capacity because obviously it's been quite a dull day today. Usually by this time, especially last week, it would be fully charged. Next to nothing going to the grid. But
Right.
anything that's going to the grid is going into my solar cloud anyway.
Yeah.
And we're using at the minute 1.76 kilowatts of electricity.
Right.
So for today,
Yeah.
we've generated 10.19 kilowatts today.
Right. So you obviously got plenty, haven't you? Sort of left over sort of thing.
They're the names of the inverters,
Right.
the systems that we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we've produced today. That's what we've used.
Right.
So I'm a bit less. So obviously I've used like 5 kilowatts from the grid, but that's today. I'll go back. Let's see if it'll go back a couple of days. It gives you a graph as well.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get this. So the top one, the green one,
is what I produce as solar.
That's what the panels are giving you.
Yeah.
And the 47, is that what you're
Consumption.
right? What you're using?
But then if you look at the graph at the bottom,
Yeah.
it'll see where the spike. So like
Right.
a spike will probably be
So what's that? Because when
the orange there, like a spike that'll be putting the kettle on.
Yeah. Yeah. So the orange is more what you're using. You know, like you said with the kettle, and the green thing is that what it's drawing on that graph.
No, that's what I've produced.
Right.
It's like because it's like a hump.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's what I've produced.
You're producing
in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this bit here will be overnight, and then this bit here will be
Yeah. Yeah.
be overnight, and then the peaks will be, for example,
kettle
or putting the oven on.
All right. Yeah.
For tea,
anything that
and
burns
then,
it more. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one will be like if it was Friday night and I had a kebab, I'll put kebab in the oven.
Yeah.
And that'll be on for a couple of hours. But there, see, when it was nice last week, this is the 23rd.
Right.
And we produced...
So you produce more than what you used, obviously.
Yeah, and then everything that's extra goes into the solar cloud. And it is basically as simple as that.
Right.
And then obviously you can do your day, your month.
So if you... All right, yeah. Yeah.
So for this month of August, I'm probably just about on parity. I've produced as much as I've used.
Yeah.
And you can see a time scale, the graph, on a daily basis.
It's good, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's giving you all that information.
And then...
And obviously, you've only had it, what, for...
Well, I've had the system for about a year.
Yeah.
And we used to average about 30 to 40 euros a month.
Right.
Until the solar cloud.
Yeah.
Because everything that we were producing, we weren't getting any revenue for it. It was like there was no buyback or anything like that.
Yeah.
So any extra that we produced literally just went to ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Iberdrola got it for free, basically. But then when I found out about the solar cloud, I had them extra 6 panels put on the back of the roof upstairs.
Yeah.
And then we've had that for just over 2 months. So this will be the 3rd month.
Right. All right, so you're on the night plan, yeah. So we're looking at Iberdrola now, aren't we? We're on their website.
And this tells me my current consumption.
Right.
Up to the 26th of April. There's my previous bill.
What, the €13 one?
That was the one for August.
Right. Well, nothing else, just €13.
That's it.
No. That's included in all the other stuff.
Yeah, that's with
IVA and all.
But like I'd averaged before, 37. This was on the changeover. When I was faffing about, you have to faff about, don't you, in Spain to get things changed over. And then it was finally done end of June. So that was my bill for June, 1480 for June. August, 1306.
All right, yeah. There it is, 1304. That's my standing charge, I think.
Yeah. Well, It said I only had so much energy. Let's see if we can go.
I dread to think what our next bill was going to be, because we've had the aircon on.
Yeah, well, we've
every
had
day.
that aircon on. We have another one at back because it's only a small unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Bono Solar Cloud took 1572 off the bill. So, like you say, it is literally services 883 plus your tax.
Yeah.
And the bit there, and that's it.
So what we was talking about with Ray was whatever they make extra, it goes back into the cloud. He doesn't get the money, but he gets it credit. And what it does, it takes it off his bill. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been chatting. Ray was saying it's already produced 6.2 kilowatt. Is that right?
Yeah. So we've got 4.5 going in the battery now.
Right.
And the battery's jumped from 19% to 25%. So
I mean, this is the other thing, isn't it? Because outside it is a cloudy day, isn't it? If it had been, no cloud at all, that would be way high, wouldn't it?
Well, we might get 7.5 if it's.
Right,
I think
okay.
We're probably going through a good, because you still get it. It's like being sunburnt, and it's.
Yeah.
You still get sunburnt.
So because I don't know all this. So in the evening, obviously when that sun goes down, that obviously would it go to zilch or?
Yeah, we'll get because we're not producing anything from the solar. It'll go. But then what will happen is the battery will be 100% charged.
Yeah, and that will kick in.
And then it just comes from the battery, and then when
Yeah.
the battery's empty, it'll come from the grid.
Right. Yeah.
But for example, at the minute, the pool pump's on, all my fridges are on,
Yeah.
the hot tub's on, and is running. It's hot. Basically, everything you'd leave on in the day is on.
Right.
So that's why we're, using 1.5 kilowatts. And that'll stay like that now. It'll charge the battery.
Right.
If we're not in on an evening, so we go for a night out,
Yeah.
or go for a meal, whatever, we're not on, the aircon's not on or anything, then we can still, realistically, you can get up in the morning and still have 30 and 40% in the battery.
Yeah.
Before you start. But we've had two slack days where it's not been very sunny.
Yeah.
So we haven't generated like we have done for August.
Yeah.
But just looking back, if you look at our usage for August and what we've generated, we're on parity, so it still cost me nothing.
Yeah. And the other thing Ray was saying was if you get really grotty days, like it's pouring with rain for 2 or 3 days, he's obviously back on the grid with the umbrella, aren't you? So
yeah.
You don't need a backup system.
And the electricity I'm using from the grid will be offset by the solar cloud at the end of the month when I come to pay my bill.
Yeah.
So, all being well, I'll probably get another bill, probably the same, 13, 14 euros, probably. If it's dear, it might be 20.
Yeah. That's nothing, is it?
No,
it's not. Some bills are.
No, it's not to be laughed at, is it really?
No. So, I think the other thing is, me and Ray sort of discussed it, was, I'm coming up to my 70s now. I just, it's a lot of money. Whereas Ray's a lot younger than me, and he's put a lot of money into here, haven't you, really?
Yeah.
But you still think it's well spent.
Well, like you said a minute ago, that your friend, the bill for June.
Yeah. July, I mean.
Yeah, July, €200.
Yeah.
So, and that's on
on a monthly. Yeah.
A small house.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've got, I have everything running as if electricity is free.
Yeah.
I mean, there is.
I can tell him what you've got. Ray's got a Neptuno. He's got a basement. He's got quite a few aircon machines. I would imagine if he was running all that straight off the electric, you would probably talk about this time of year just short of 300. Might be even more, considering, you know, what people use their aircon for, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you think of that and then say, well, just knock it down a bit,
Yeah.
and then say just average it £2,500 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah. I mean,
4 to
you
5
did say
years.
that the most expensive part of it all was the batteries, isn't
Yeah.
it? And I know I've spoken to a couple of people, and I haven't got back to them yet. They've just got the batteries, but they've got like
like leisure batteries.
No, they've got no battery. They got the solar panels put on the roof. They've got no batteries, but they're only here 60-day. Yeah, you know, they're on that 90-day thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a holiday. I said they've got.
Well,
like
I would
holiday
recommend anybody that's got just solar panels,
yeah,
if they're with Iberdrola,
to go on to the battery.
Go on the solar cloud. You pay slightly more. The tariff's slightly higher, I think.
Yeah.
For the electricity that you use.
Right.
But if you're using electricity from your solar panels, you're not paying Iberdrola for their electricity because you're getting it from the solar panels.
Yeah.
And it works just like a battery. When you get your bill at the end of the month, they take off any excess.
Yeah. Because I mean, obviously in the winter time, we get during the day you can sunbathe out here in the day, so you're going to be making more power in a sense.
Well, because I had the batteries, I would say before they fetched in the solar cloud, if I'd known about the solar cloud, I would have tried the solar cloud and the panels without the batteries.
Right.
And then, if I needed the extra then, I would have gone for the batteries, because the batteries, and there's no getting away from it. It's not that the lad who fits them or supplies them or anything, or getting them for £200 and then charging you, £2,500 a piece. You can go yourself. You can see them at Obermart. Bricklemart that it used to be, Leroy. You can see exactly the same batteries,
right? And
they are £2,500 a piece.
Yeah.
You can go on Amazon. You can look. They're on Amazon. They're the same. If you can get them for less than £2,500, then you're getting them cheap yourself.
Well, there's something wrong with them.
So they're not. It's the lad who did this. It doesn't take them long. 3-4 days, they supply everything, fetched everything brand new. And my man did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Nice and tidy. Nothing. I've had no complaints at all. In fact, he's a plumber as well. He fitted. I would probably say if you're using it for heating in winter, then that's a big drain, and it's not. I don't think that's sustainable.
Right. Yeah. Because you would burn more, wouldn't you? Really.
Because the kilowatts, you've got thousands of watts coming out.
And you're talking about the aircon machines, because blowing out hot air. It's not very comfortable.
They're not heaters anyway. They're far less efficient producing heat than they are cooling down your room. I mean, they're okay in the short term.
Yeah, but not.
We have oil, but I could have had a heat exchanger, so literally like another aircon unit outside, instead of having a oil-fired boiler put in, which would have been about the same cost. But I didn't want to be, you don't want to have a total electric oven.
No.
Do you? You want gas and electric.
Yeah, you can't have a bit of both. Just in case it's a problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Old soldiers never die, just the privates.
So, just want to thank you for your time, Ray.
No worries, Sean.
You're a top man for letting me in your house and show me and explain, because I would be no good at talking about solar power other than panels but thank you much. Yeah,
and I would say it's worth getting somebody out and talking through it and seeing, just for your own peace of mind. Because I was interested before, but like Sean said, nobody seems to want to tell you about it.
No.
It's that good a secret. I think they don't want anybody else to know.
And I don't know why, because this is
Well,
a
'cause,
country where you would think everybody would have it, wouldn't you?
Well, proof's in the pudding. I proved it.
Yeah.
€13 for my electricity for a month. It costs more than that to get a
Go have
kebab.
a meal.
Yeah, get fish and chips
Yeah,
from
that's
Chippy.
right, yeah.